Alison Armstrong weaves a vivid fairy tale metaphor into relationship wisdom in The Queen's Code. A wise mentor in the book tells a young woman, "This playful yet profound statement reframes the classic Frog Prince story, where a kiss breaks the spell on an enchanted frog, revealing his true nature as a prince." But Armstrong's version isn't about waiting for magic. It's about the power we have to shape our relationships through our own personal growth. At its core, the frog represents a man, or any person, who may not yet be living up to their best self. The prince is that same person at their highest potential, honorable, caring, and strong. According to Armstrong, some women have the power to inspire this transformation, but doing so requires the wisdom of a queen, not the entitlement of a princess or the bitterness of a shrew. A queen is confident, self-aware, and compassionate. She recognizes her own worth and inspires the best in others through her presence, not through control. A princess in this context is naive or self-centered, focused on her own needs and validation, perhaps waiting to be saved rather than taking responsibility for her role in the dynamic. A shrew has lost patience and compassion, lashing out with criticism and resentment, unknowingly diminishing the people around her. How we shape each other in relationships. When the mentor tells the young woman, "Like most women, you turn princes into frogs," it's a humbling reminder of how our treatment of others influences their behavior. Just as kindness and encouragement can elevate someone, repeated criticism and distrust can wear them down. Consider a different fairy tale. A noble king falls under a sorceress's curse, transforming into a frog. But a wise and loving queen, seeing his true essence, restores him, not with magic but with belief and care. This is a metaphor for what happens in real relationships. If someone is constantly met with contempt, nitpicking, or dismissiveness, they may shrink into a frog-like state, apathetic, withdrawn, and discouraged. On the other hand, when someone is seen and treated as capable, valued, and respected, they rise to meet those expectations. We are mirrors for each other, reflecting back either light or shadows. This isn't about taking responsibility for someone else's actions. Rather, it's about recognizing the influence we have. The way we engage with a partner, whether with warmth or criticism, often shapes how they show up in the relationship. The queen's approach, inspiring change instead of demanding. Imagine a woman frustrated by her partner's habits. If she constantly nags, scolds, or belittles him, "You never do this right. Why do I have to tell you 100 times?" He may either shut down, become resentful, or stop trying altogether. He becomes the frog in her eyes, confirming her worst expectations. Now picture the same woman shifting her approach. Instead of tearing down, she uplifts. "I know you have the ability to handle this, and I trust you. How can I support you?" She acknowledges his strengths and appreciates his efforts, reinforcing his confidence rather than his shortcomings. Over time, this changes the dynamic, not through coercion, but through encouragement. He may step into the prince role not because he's been pressured to, but because he feels seen and valued. A queen does not demand transformation, she inspires it. Becoming the queen. Personal growth. Before external change. Armstrong's wisdom isn't just about influencing others, it's about who we choose to become. To inspire growth in those around us, we must first embody it ourselves. A princess seeks validation and expects to be catered to. A shrew reacts from pain, controlling and criticizing. But a queen stands in her own power. She doesn't manipulate, beg, or punish. She loves with strength, she sets boundaries with grace, and she leads by example. When we shift into the queen's mindset, we naturally draw out the best in others. Like a sunflower turning toward the sun, people are drawn to those who see and honor their highest potential. The alchemy of conscious relationships. This principle extends beyond romantic relationships. In friendships, families, and even professional settings, we continuously influence each other. A leader who empowers their team cultivates confident, engaged employees. A parent who believes in their child nurtures resilience and self-worth. And in return, when we embody our highest self, we also attract others who reflect that energy. A king can inspire a hesitant partner into a queen, just as a queen uplifts those around her. The magic is in the mirror. If you find yourself turning princes into frogs, whether in love, work, or life, it's not too late to shift the story. The first transformation begins within. Armstrong's message is not about fairy tale endings or quick fixes. It's about the deep and lasting magic of personal growth. When we choose to show up as our highest self, we invite others to do the same. And that is how the real transformation happens, not with a kiss, but with presence, patience, and the power of belief. So let's close with the words that started it all. May we all choose to be the queen.